All right, folks, we're going to get started in like 60 seconds or so. I'm running an ad break so that I can make a couple pennies and also so that folks that are just joining us throughout the first 20 minutes won't see ads, which is nice because I understand sometimes you go in and click on a thing and then you just see like an ad and it's like a streamer you don't follow doing a terrible ad for paper towels. And you're like, what if I clicked on another thing? I'll just do that. Maybe I'll watch someone that I already subscribed to. So I get it. I understand. So I'm trying to help out with that. I'm looking forward to tonight's stream once we get these ads out of the way. Working on Rengoku, talking video games with a couple other things here and there to chat about. But mostly video games. And then manga and anime because it's Manga Monday. And also, instead of Soletta Sunday, it's Witch from Mercury Monday. But we're going to get into that in the second hour. We're going to get started in just a moment. Get ready for it. Okay. Hello and welcome to the Build with Bear Workshop. My name is Pat Bear. I'm here to build a model kit and to hang out with all of you. I'm throwing the Bear Cave, the Lego, the Scythe, and the Tier 2 blue emote in the chat. If you are currently a subscriber, you can apply with those emotes. If you are not yet a subscriber, you can say hi. You can use other people's emotes. If you want to be a lurker, you can lurk. That's totally fine. I get it. Ghost Valve is here. Welcome, Ghost Valve. It might be a slow Monday. I'm thinking this might be a pretty chill evening. I know. Jeff's here saying hi, Pat. Hello. I know that 97% of my viewership loves basketball. And so you're probably watching the start of the season. I'm sure there is a percentage of my viewers that also like basketball. I'm not trying to talk about sports ball. I'm not out here saying, that like jocks or whatever. I understand there are plenty of people who like sports and also like watching model kits get built. Lord Crashit is here saying, hey, Pat, hope your summer game fest has been going well and keep up the great work. Go Nugs. All right, we're going to throw the Bear Cave Lego Scythe emote into chat, and let's thank Lord Crashington. Go Nugs indeed. Thank you, Lord Crashington, who also wants me to hit the dance button, which I will in just a second. But let's throw the emotes in there. Thank Lord Crashington for 47 months, which is, of course, a whole lot of months. And here's the dance button. Bow, bow. You can just hear the computer generated in those horns. Those are not real musical instruments that exist in reality. Those are created on a computer, which is fine. Also, very important to say that I'm very sorry. Oh, yeah, good. That didn't fuck that up. Great. I was like, ooh, is the white balance gonna, or the auto balance gonna hate that? But yes, I'm very sorry. Oh, it did change though. That's fun. The Capcom Showcase, I'm very sorry that you didn't have unique trailers to the trailers you showed at places where you got a bigger viewership, and also that you delayed a game that I forgot existed. And then left a note saying, very sorry. And you did the apology image on a showcase. Not even, that could have been a tweet. That could and should have been a tweet. That was hilarious. But yeah, I had to make that real quick. I was like, oh, I can be topical in my promo image today, which is fun. It's fun to get a little topical now and again. We're working on Rengoku. Rengoku, a guy that's never had anything go horrible for him. He's always had a great, easygoing time from Demon Slayer. We're going to fix his mullet because right now he has a forced mullet because I have not put the front of his head hair on. We'll look at that in the overhead. It'll look way better. And then we'll start. The head has no stickers. I think every other part of this kit has a lot of stickers. Hey, Lashbrook, welcome. The body is just all fucking stickers, so that should be fun to put together. Aristofan's here too. Welcome, Aristofan. Happy to have you here. Got a great crew here already. I'm going to retweet my tweet with some more. Let's see if we can get a few more people here to come hang out with us. That would be fun. And then we'll go to. Oh, also, I have adjusted the lighting for in OBS, my webcam in OBS, so the lighting on me should be better than it's been for a while. I've been playing around a bit with that because I'm trying to get better light in the daytime in OBS so I can record things in the afternoon and I don't have to record things only at night during this time of year where it is light all day and into the evening. So I'm trying it out. We'll see if it works out. At the very least, I think it looks brighter than it was. Me. A lot of it is the fact that I have a yellow backdrop. That's really tough. The back wall being yellow really does mess with some stuff. But I moved some physical lighting around a little bit, and then I've been playing around with some lighting, trying to get that feeling a bit better. But yeah, you can see here we got our mulleted Rengoku, and we got to fix that. And of course, again, the Capcom showcase. Very sorry. I did use the image from that showcase to make my own version. I didn't add. They added little sparkles and stuff. I didn't add that, but that's my little artist rendering and my terrible handwriting. But yeah, let's get into Rengoku. Let's give Rengoku the hair that he so richly deserves. Let's give him some real hair. We're gonna do the side parts here, and then we'll add in the bangs, the fire bangs. Those fiery bangs. And then I'm going to have a lot of fucking stickers to apply. Just a ton of stickers on that chest. I don't know what to build next. I didn't do a poll because I think this is going to take all stream because there's so many stickers. If it doesn't, I'll just grab something from my backlog, but I did not do a poll for my $10 patrons about what I should build next. So I don't have anything on deck. I'll just go and grab something. We just did Lego, so I think, and obviously we just did Lego, and then we did a, of course, after that we did Cinderace, so we did Pokemon, and now we're doing a man. So my thoughts are that I should grab one of the model kits I have in my backlog, and maybe I'll just grab an old kit that that's been in the backlog for quite some time. I don't have anything coming that I pre-ordered coming this month. I have two things next month. I'm going to tell you right now, friends. I don't know when it's going to ship. I have a backup, but there's a date in July. Actually, let me look at the calendar here. There's a date in my anniversary. My 6-year anniversary as a streamer is in July. Let me check my Google Calendar here real quick. What date is that? That is, come on, show it to me. Is it that day? Yes. July 20th, which is a Thursday, is my 6-year anniversary as a streamer. I would love on that stream to work on the Death Scythe high grade. The Death Scythe Hell high grade. The new kit. The kit that is basically the Live Lands Heaven mold that they worked on. That kit I pre-ordered. It comes out in July. I don't know when it's coming. I really do hope that it comes in time for that. Like, who knows? I don't know, right? It could ship in the very end of July, and I won't get it till August. That's totally possible. Also, the Gundam Rose is coming out that shipping that month. That also could be something that I could get. All right, Rengoku's head is done. Got a Rengoku head over here. I did the back ponytail earlier. The top knot. Oh, it's not a top knot. It's a back knot. So yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm really hoping that I get that in time because I think for my anniversary, a 6-year anniversary, it would be really nice to work on a Death Scythe because, as you know, I like building Death Scythes, and we build Death Scythes on this channel. The fact that I don't even have a Death Scythe on display, I gotta change that. I got room for another kit. I gotta put Death Scythe there. My backup plan is to do a stream where I only use the glitter paint and I paint a bunch of kits. I have a bunch of candidates set aside. The Hindry is in that category. And that's my other plan. That's something I'm going to do in July. My goal would be to work on the Death Scythe on my 6-year anniversary. And then also do that as a project. But that feels like a this would be a fun idea for like a one-off. But it doesn't feel as good as saying, "Oh yeah, it's me with a death scythe," because that really does feel like the channel. That just has the vibes. You know what I'm saying. Um, so I'm hopeful that the death scythe ships early in the month, and early in July, and I get it. Real quick, brief Twitter news because we do like talking about that here. Or we're obligated to chat about it. Elon Musk is planning on, as early as this week, making it so only verified users will be able to send DMs to users that don't follow them back. Now, as you know, I say this every stream, every build stream. My DMs are open. That is the thing you can do, where you can get a request from people if you want to get messages from people that you don't follow. And sometimes that is people asking a question. Occasionally, it is. This is the thing that's happened to me, and it certainly is what people use it. A lot of people use it for. I have in the past gotten requests for comment on news stories, usually relating to my then current and now former job at the Upright Citizens Brigade Theater. But I have been asked for comment on news stories or asked if they could include my tweet because some outlets make that request. They don't just take it, even though they certainly could. So I have been asked before. I have been approached. And that has been interesting, certainly. But for the most part, since Elon Musk took over, because it went away for a while. My problem went away for a bit of just like links to OnlyFans and people saying, "Hi, I can do web design and create blank for you," whatever. People just like pitching their wares. It's bad for a lot of people. Certainly the idea that it's putting it behind a paywall. Bots will just use stolen credit cards. They're going to get around it. The only social networks of survival with those that require verification. The payment system is means of verifying that increases bot cost by 10,000%, which is just a made up number. Reminder. One of the reasons that Elon Musk was interested in buying Twitter in the first place, one of the specified reasons, I'll be clear, that Elon Musk said was because he really wanted to look at what Twitter was doing to combat bots. He just assumed they weren't doing a good job. And what he found out when he became the guy that people look to for answers is, oh shit, it's really fucking hard to fight these. In his own words, as I've said many times, it is increasingly difficult to distinguish between AI bots. Soon it'll be impossible. It was always impossible, which is why he was like, oh fuck. And also, I should once again remind you that the amount of garbage that I got exponentially increased once he fired a bunch of people. It got way worse because he made it way worse. I never saw bot tweets on Twitter until the last couple of weeks, and they're all in the replies of any tweet. Yes, so there were always, if you say, I want that on a shirt, there were always sites that would do that. There were always scam artists replying to big things. That was always the case, and they combated them. And there were lists that people did, and also there were community efforts to work on it, right? There was a bunch of people in the tech industry that wanted Twitter to succeed and were willing to dedicate time and energy to make things better. Those people are not interested in helping Elon Musk, which makes sense. Why would they be? So putting the stickers on this back here, they did, I'm going to zoom in a little bit here just so you can see. There is a guide here. This is not all freehand. There is a guide that I am working with here. You can see that. There is it's sticking out there. It's not an indent. It's sticking out. So I am just grabbing the piece I need and placing it over. There's going to be a big uh, 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 sticker that I'll have to apply. So this isn't terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible. Just wanted to let you know. Still seems like hell to do. Lashbrook, it ain't great. It's not my favorite thing I've ever done as far as stickers go, but it's not as bad as I originally assumed it would be. Also, I got to make sure that I get this sticker out in a way that does not break the sticker, which obviously I could apply it in two pieces, but I would prefer not to have to do that. So yeah, I'm just kind of lining up as best I can. It's fine. It is on the back of this kit. No one's ever going to see it, so it's okay. But we'll know that I did it right or I didn't do it right. So, all right, now this all that's left is this one big sticker here. Or sorry, it's two stickers. This is a piece, and then there's another piece. So what I'm about to pull off here is one piece, and then this is all one big sticker there. Yeah, so again, not great, but glad I'm doing it early in the stream as opposed to later. So yeah, so that's Elon Musk's nonsense. It's bad for a lot of people. And again, putting things behind a paywall and saying that's what verification is nonsense. And once again, will not save Twitter. Doing this will not make things better or save anybody any time or energy. All right, so there were, between yesterday and today, three showcases. I did not watch the Capcom one. I am aware of the Capcom meme. I did not watch Ubisoft, but I watched some of the trailers separately, and I do have the rundown of those. So I will talk about the trailers I have seen, and of course, some of the Ubisoft trailer stuff did appear in the Xbox and in the PlayStation as well. So I'll be able to kind of look at those. I love the big get verified button on Twitter pages now. Yep, they want you to be verified. They got to get that money. I saw mostly we saw miss the others. Yeah. So the Xbox one was the one that I did want to see. And we'll kind of go through it and just kind of talk. Because, I'm going to play a bunch of demos that are only out, but I did not play any demos this weekend. My goal for Thursday's stream is to have a lot of demos to talk to you about. But I don't have that right now. Avowed. Again, Avowed is one of those things where you're like, okay, I think it's somehow tied to Pillars of Eternity, but I'm not big on that. This game feels like Obsidian's Skyrim that they put some time and effort into, but doesn't really hook me the way that I think they would want me to be hooked. All right. So a piece of this sticker has ripped off. One of these pieces, unfortunately. So I will apply the major part here, and then I'll apply the minor part that I have broken off, and I should be able to match it. This is not the biggest problem in the world because it is a small sticker that broke, and I will just do my best to apply this sticker as best I can. It's not perfect, but it's on, and then I will just apply this where it ripped off. Great. And now I am just going to use my finger here to press down, or my fingers, really press that down. I'm going to use the knife, X-Acto blade as well. Really get this pressed down, and then I'm going to not think about it again. I will. We still have more stickers, unfortunately. We still have to put the collar on, which is a two-part sticker, the front and back, and then you just tuck in the rest. This should not be terrible. We'll apply the back one first, and then do just two, and then do the other one after that. So yeah, Vowed, I'm not necessarily feeling it. Clockwork Revolution looked fun. That's something that I don't know, I'll probably take a look at on Game Pass. That it didn't necessarily super get me going, but it was interesting. I liked its vibes. The BioShock RPG, yeah. I mean, it's just I mean, there's like a definite. There's a game out there that's definitely. Oh, this is Bioshock without being called Bioshock. This is the Bioshock Infinite sequel. That's not a Bioshock Infinite sequel, but this one felt like first Bioshock. You know, and that's not a problem because I like the first Bioshock, so I'm not complaining too much about that. All right, let's get this collar on here. Kind of get this stuck on where it needs to be stuck on. All right, now we'll do the front collar, and then we're done with this goddamn chest here. Fable. I liked the Fable trailer. I know some people didn't because they were like, it's too goofy. And I'm like, do you remember what Fable is? Also, the big thing I will say here is what a lot of complaints. Look, you're going to read all kinds of complaints. And I think that watching, like being a moderator during these things is a not fun experience that I would not wish on anyone because so many people are going to be unhappy. Some people are going to be unhappy. Goes Faust saying Chicken Chaser. Totally. And they're just going to be unhappy no matter what, right? Like, look, the games that say, like, oh, we're shooting for 30 frames because we want it to be stable and we're going for fidelity, not frames. Sure, I can understand that. I never played one, so I had no idea the Fable. Fable is fucking... I mean, Fable is a... Hey, Harold, welcome. Fable is a British-ass British RPG. Like, it's got that vibe. There is humor to it. Some of it's dry, some of it's nonsense. Look, it is a little it's not Cockney. It's people in Britain. Also, Harold, thank you for the 26 bits. It's very kind of you. Appreciate those bits. Cha-ching. Thank you very much. It's people who are like had Cockney people in their life, like making fun of it a little bit. Fable loves its silly bits, but I know some people are just like gonna complain about like rifle complaints, right? To me, Capcom showing the same trailer that they showed at Xbox is like people were like, oh, this is the same trailer. They're not showing you anything new. I'm like, you mean the thing you saw yesterday? Fuck off. Why are you so entitled? Would you prefer they didn't showcase it there and only showed it to you, the weirdo who is watching a Capcom presser, the pre-recorded things that are never good? Where the biggest thing last year was them being like, we're making a sequel to the game that no one remembers, but you remember it, so it's incredible. It's like, nah, dude. They're fucking, like, yeah, they're going to want to be at Xbox. And no, they didn't make 2 fucking trailers. They're busy making the fucking video game. You want gameplay footage? You don't want a trailer that's full of CG and is a mood? Well, you're going to watch a gameplay trailer and you're going to say that gameplay trailer is too long. Or you don't know what's going on because you don't know what the setting is. You don't know what the story is. Why are they showing mechanics? Why aren't they telling me what it's about? Why, and at a certain point, it's just like, oh, you don't want to like things. Now, I'm not saying just like things. Don't be critical. Don't question things. Don't want better. I'm not saying that. Anyone that is watching this stream right now knows that I am not here to tell you to shut up and enjoy, right? That we can be critical, we can ask for better for the things that we like and the things that we want to be psyched about. But at the same time, if you can't like anything, I would suggest that you have reached the point where watching these press conferences or showcases just brings you unhappiness. And maybe you should find another thing to use your time, spend your time on. Just download a bunch of demos on Steam. Go the high rated demos, engage that way. Watch some trailers on YouTube. Chat with people in the Discords you like and the forums that you go on to. And when Reddit is a thing, your Reddits, your subreddits that you engage with. But maybe being in a chat with other people who are also incredibly frustrated and underwhelmed, and you've been underwhelmed for years because they don't make press conferences like they used to. Maybe they haven't changed press conferences. Maybe you've changed, which is great because you should change. You should not feel the same way you do now as you did for E3 2006. You should not feel like that. 2010, 2015, 2019. You shouldn't feel the same exact way. Maybe the games are worse. Maybe they're less diverse. Maybe they're not showing enough indie titles. Maybe they're showing too many indie titles. Maybe they're not giving. Maybe it's all CG. But back in the day, it was all CG too. Maybe they're saying too much about the game and they're spoiling it for you. Maybe they're not showing you the kinds of games that you like. Or maybe your tastes have changed. I have a friend of mine that was like, there was nothing in the Wholesome Direct that I was interested in. And I was like, they showed so many fucking games. I don't think it was the fault of Wholesome Direct that you didn't have a good time. Because they showed so much fucking cool, weird shit. Yeah, there were a lot of farming simulators, and that's not my thing. But for somebody else, I bet that fucking ruled. They're like, hell yeah, another farming simulator? Oh, shit. This is awesome. Or it's like, oh, another puzzle game? Hell yeah. Or this is a moody, sad game? I'm in. But I think, like, it's incredibly frustrating to watch an event like this with people who are just like, who I just know. I'm like, I just don't know what it's going to take. And I don't know if it's for you. I understand being underwhelmed by the stuff you see, not feeling it. But if there's nothing in a showcase that moved you or interests you, I don't know if that's 100% on the company or, in the case of Summer Game Fest, the production to get you going. Like, if there's nothing, then I don't know. I'm not saying get out of games, but I am saying, like, it might be time to start critically thinking about what it is you want to see, what it is that would get you going. I don't know. I don't have the answers. Like, the next game that I'll mention here, Forza Motorsport, coming out in October. You know, I'm not a racing game guy, right? And at a certain point, racing games hit a fidelity that is incredible, but is not necessarily something that, like, hits me right where I need it. I think the Forza team makes incredible trailers that are, like, interesting. They do not lead to sales for your friend Pat, but I can appreciate and understand why some people are just like, hell yeah, this is what I'm here for. That's great. Fucking rad. So, like, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, okay, that they're making, like, what? They're making it. That's so strange to me that they're making another flight simulator so soon. Like, I understand. Hey, there was a time in my life that I remember where they made a lot of flight simulators. It's odd. Not against it. I just found it odd that they're back into it. Hellblade 2, more fucking Hellblade. Hell yeah, more Hellblade. Hellblade is a game I really enjoy watching. I also, it seems like from dev interviews and conversations I've seen and some blogs and stuff, like, obviously everything is presented in a way that, you know, to it's all marketing. I understand. It's all marketing. But damn, Ninja Theory really seems to like making Hellblade. Like, there are some people on that team that are fucking psyched to be working on Hellblade, and I love that for them. I'm so happy for them that they are so invested in this game. That cave had a lot of buttholes in it. Lord Grashington, you're not wrong. That's a weird thing to type, but you're typing the right thing. I understand. Forza was probably my favorite thing at Xbox presentation. There you go. See, like I said, I can appreciate a good trailer. I'm not in it to win it when it comes to Forza, but yeah. South of Midnight is the South of Midnight had a cool trailer. It had another big why is this person so big element to it, which I appreciate. So that's the people compulsion. That's the people what brought you contrast, yay, and we happy few, meh, comes South of Midnight, which is a third-person action-adventure game in the American Deep South. And that could be fucking pretty cool. I mean, this was vibes, right? This was a vibes trailer of like, hey, this is the thing that we're doing. This is the thing we're interested in. You know, please watch all our trailers and see if this is something you vibe with as well. And I think that's a cool way to approach it. I don't know. I was getting it. Hazel seems fun. I will say this. Hazel did not seem over it. Hazel was like, I've got a mission. I'm doing my thing. But Hazel did not seem like a wisecracking main character. And that rules. That's so nice that she's like, yeah, I got magic, but like learning the folklore stuff and kind of going through it. But the vibe I got from I did not get a vibe in that trailer of I hate this main character, and that's refreshing. No, Harold. Not Sister Hazel. Not this character. Maybe, but probably not. All right. We are done with most of the upper body of Rengoku. Hey, Doodles, welcome. We're talking about the Microsoft showcase. And then, like, hey, a whole lot of Starfield. At some point, I mean, there's more, because I'm going through an alphabetical list here. In case you didn't know, I'm not going in order of reveal. This is the list I got on Xbox.com, news.xbox.com. I have their list. They're going in alphabetical order, so I'm just going through that. Starfield comes out on September 6th. Of course it is, and of course you know that. Oh shit, it's sword time. You're aware. So this sticker, this is going to have a bunch of stickers on here. There's a sticker on the hilt. There's a sticker there. Then I'm going to slide on that piece. There's a sticker that goes on this, and on both sides of this, and then a sticker that goes around the other side. Oh god, there's so many stickers. All right, we'll start with 16 here. So many stickers. Yeah, at a certain point, I kind of like tuned out. I had other stuff going on as well. But like, I saw the Starfield presentation. The first thing I thought was, I need to get a new PC. Yeah, I mean, like, I think my computer is going to run it fine. Also, my computer is going to run it pretty okay because mods on Nexus mods will optimize it. Within a few months, there will be people working very hard to make that game better than the thing they put out, because that is the way of the world. And then someone will also figure out how to get those mods running through Game Pass, on PC Game Pass. So, you know, it'll be okay. My thoughts during the Starfield stuff was I need to get back to No Man's Sky. Yeah, I mean, yes, indeed. Shout outs to the mod makers. Yeah, I could see that. I understand where you're coming from. All right, so what do you want? What do you want from me? Sticker? I think this is okay. So you want to go on here. Like, no. No. And this doesn't fucking feel right. God damn it. How do you want to go on, sticker? The sticker's a foldy bendy friend, and I don't like that. All right, what do you want to do? This maybe start here, bend here, bend there, and then go up like that. Okay, that's what you want to do. All right, well that's weird, and I don't like it. Look, if I'm not perfect with these stickers, that's fine. I don't really care. There. That's probably not perfect, but yeah, that's definitely not right. Let's try to peel this off and try to apply it again one more time. There's not a lot of instruction on applying these weird bendy stickers, so I'm doing my best. PC specs for Starfield are out there. Seems like my PC will probably run fine. Hell yeah, Lastbrook. You'll love to hear that. All right, so I'm not even. Yeah, fuck it. Fuck this. Fuck this sticker. Fuck this sticker. Fucked up a sticker. I bent it all weird, taking it off. That's okay. Our sword here will only have a little bit of gold on it, and that's the part you'll see the most, and that's fine, and I'm okay with that. Now I need to put 15 on here. This should be way easier to get 15 on there. And then there's a bunch of small stickers that have to go on, and I'll do my best to apply all these stickers. And there's a sticker that goes on once I put this on. No Man's Sky is a good game, but it's not giving me the sort of Bethesda RPG does. No, certainly. That one is a sandbox, open world sandbox, whereas Bethesda makes open world RPGs. They have an arching story. They are desperately trying to figure out a way to tell with the technology that they have. Whereas No Man's Sky is like, we made a world. Fucking have fun, dudes. Which is a different vibe. And we can all turn and laugh at Star Citizen victims. Yeah. Hey, you know what? I'm going to fucking play Starfield. It looks cool. Towerborn. The Banner Saga folks made a new game. Or they're making a new game. Stoic. Nothing did it for me on that one. Now we got the new games from partners. We got some partner games to chat about here while I get this piece out that I need here. G2, G1, G2, 3. Yeah, that's this here. I got to put flames on this, which is cool. 33 Immortals is a co-op action roguelike for 33 players. It's 11 times better than all other 3-person co-op games. Those 3-person co-op games are fools. How dare they have a game with only 3 people instead of 33 people? That is a silly thing that I think is cool as hell. I will not play it, but that's a cool idea. I am interested in watching other people play it. Because again, I think that is a fun premise or design. That is a fun design choice for a game that I'm not particularly interested in myself. But I do think it's neat. Finally, someone take the Resistance 2 online co-op to its logical evolution. Yeah. Oh, okay. So this sticker has got to go. This sticker's got to go around because there's a hole here. So I'll tell you right now, this sticker sucks. This kit's got a lot of stickers that just fucking suck. All right, so there's the flame on the sword there. And I got to get the other one going here. Again, I got to try to lift this up without taking the inside piece up there, without ripping anything. Okay. Whew. Yeah, some of these stickers are a nightmare. City Skylines 2. Oh man, I'm on a Discord with some people that are losing their fucking shit because they love City Skylines. They love City Skylines. So a new City Skylines game really got a couple of my friends on their feet and moving around and just fucking psyched out of their gourd, which is awesome. I love to hear that. I was very happy for them. I enjoyed City Skylines. You know, I don't think I played the hell out of it, but I did play quite a bit of it. All right, so now I got to put sticker 14 here on the other end of this. And then I am almost done with stickers for a minute here. because of course the scabbard is this is just all fucking stickers here. It's Wild City Skylines 2 is only $50. Yeah, I think that's like I mean, I imagine they're going to do DLC and packs and all kinds of things. So I think they're just trying to like get people to give it a go, knowing that they're going to try to get them to put in a bunch of money later. That's my assumption anyway. Yeah, long tail, totally. But if they get some people going and playing and getting a bunch of stuff happening in it, that's probably good. I don't. No, that's not true. I don't remember a lot of Dungeons of Hinterberg. It was cute. I thought it looked pretty neat. A little run around, explore a alpine, location. I don't know. I think that's neat. I think that's a pretty fun location. So I was like, oh yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't have a lot to say about it. Puzzles and stuff. I bet Jusant is. I don't remember if I'm saying that right. I don't think Jusant is for me. I think that was like the trailer didn't really do much for me at all. But I don't know. It is. I mean, it's a Don't Nod game, and I like a lot of what Don't Nod does. Also, a narrative game without dialogue. Like hell yeah, all right, go for it. So I do think it's interesting. I mean, I did like that water creature thing. The water friend, it seemed fun. I am not opposed to the water friend. So, yeah, all right. Again, I messed up the sticker here on the sword, but it should look okay. Yeah, so I wasn't like super enthused with Jusant, but kind of fun. And then like, hey, there's Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth is a good name. It's got a Kiryu and Ichiban are in a game there. That's awesome. Look, I'm on board. I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm on board. This game is not Game Pass Day 1, which I understand why it's not. I'm on board. I'm going to get it for the PC. I'm going to play the shit out of Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, which is just a good name. It's a good name, and I'm on board for it. All right, let's get our scabbard together, which just has so many stickers that I need to put on this kit. It's all stickers. This kit is all stickers. We didn't have to do his goddamn eyes, but just about everything else needs to get done. It's coming out early next year, which I thought it would be like middle of next year, but it's just early next year. Metamorph ReFantazio is probably my favorite game name of a major conference. Doing great on the stickers there. I appreciate that, Jeff. Thank you. I complain a lot about stickers, but we'll get them done. Yeah, I mean, like, am I totally into the idea of Atlas doing a fantasy RPG? Intrigues me. I love the idea of them doing just like a full-on, hey, we're doing all this fucking fantasy. This is our first like real attempt at doing this. We're going for it. Hell yeah. Do I like the name? Of course I love the name Metamorph ReFantazio. Of course I love that shit. There's some good people in there. Music sounded great. I don't particularly love the art design is not my favorite. And I do think that I don't know if this, obviously it's so early. The art they presented as like what would probably be if the game came out tomorrow, the cover art is some real like hey, make my OC, like, make my, like, character that's coolly based on me a super cool dude and have, like, a lady there, like, on her knees nearby to show that this character is cool. I don't know. It's got some, like, vibes to it. That's my interpretation. I'm not super thrilled with that, like, cover art there for Metamorph Refantasio. But as far as, like, Atlas making a fantasy RPG, it's like, all right, I'm interested in finding out what their fucking deal is. All right, so I'm gonna have to apply these stickers here. I'm putting them on first before I put the stickers on. Because it's a lot easier to apply these big stickers on our scabbard here once it's connected, because it's gonna be annoying. Let's see. Path of the Goddess. Yeah, that seemed fine. We'll talk more about that later. It's a Capcom game. Payday 3, don't care. Persona 3 Reload is the rebirth of an RPG classic, is what it says right here. Persona 3 Reloaded. Reload, not Reloaded. Reload. Perhaps Reloaded will be Fez and Portable being integrated into it. But Persona 3 Reload is just Persona 3, a.k.a. the least good of the Persona 3s. I'm partial to Fez myself, but I also understand that Portable does a lot to make that game better and more inclusive and more fun. And the fact that this is just Persona 3 is yeah, it's disappointing. I think it's a disappointing choice. It's amazing how quickly interest died in the people I know. So last work, yeah, like the people you know, like obviously not exclusively, but like there is a percentage of people that you know that fundamentally changed who they were as a person during the era of Persona 3 through Fez and Portable, and the person they became towards the end, coincidentally, really would like a fucking female protagonist in Persona 3, whereas the person they were when 3 came out probably wanted that as well, but weren't like vocal about it. I'm saying you knew a few eggs back in the day, and now you know a few people that have been hatched out of their egg, to use a particular terminology that is popular in many communities. I'm saying that 3 is way less interesting. Is there a particular reason as to why this is the base game? I'm assuming scaling issues. Jeff, my assumption is it's so they can sell you Persona 3 Fez Reload, and Persona 3 Portable Reload. Why do all of it in one game when they can sell a few of them? There's weird messaging around the Persona 3 thing that since keeps some of the quality of life stuff and doing some additional story stuff, but not really being specific about what there is. I hope it will be a complete edition, but doesn't seem the goal. No. So their goal is, the changes in Portable that made Portable a better experience, those are going to stay. But the thing where they like made some people incredibly happy to have like a somewhat different sort of Persona game, that shit's not going to be in there. It's going to be 3 with like maybe some winks and nods, but it's not going to be the things you liked about Fez and Portable. But yeah, the advancements, I'm sure there will be stuff that they take from 4 and 5 that they throw in there. They'll make changes to make the game more streamlined, but as far as story goes, yeah. The cast is all new voice actors, so they can have a committed cast for their then they're gonna try to sell 3 Persona 3 games with the same cast and go all through that. All right, now I have to apply a ton of fucking stickers, and there's a note here. Please start to apply the stickers from the position shown in the figure. So they want me to be like, hey, press that down there. So I am now going to do all these stickers here, which they want me to do it like this, which sucks because it doesn't want, naturally, the scabbard doesn't want to hold that way. So I'm going to have to apply stickers knowing that I'm applying them like this and it's going to move around, which is silly. This is how they want me to do it. I wonder if I can... All right, I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to just do it like this. I'm going to prop it up a little bit. We'll see. To avoid what happened with Persona 4. Yeah, totally. Yes, they should have recorded the audio for 4 and Golden at the same time. They didn't. You know, whatever. Persona 5 Tactica, which is a spin-off. It is kind of the Q style, the chibi art style, which I don't mind terribly. I know some people don't like that style. I think that style works fine, especially on portable systems. Star Wars Outlaws reveal. The Star Wars Outlaws looks cool enough. It's an Ubisoft making a Star Wars game, sure. The Chinese Room looked neat. The Chinese Room is the name of the people, the company, and the game is Still Wakes the Deep. I got that confused. My notes, also in my notes, I wrote down that Still Wakes the Deep made the Chinese Room. No, that's the studio, not the name of the game. Star Wars fans are being shitty about the female lead. I mean, listening to Star Wars fans is like the worst, one of the worst, top 10 worst things you can do in your life is to pay any attention to Star Wars fans. They're not being genuine. All right. So, they want me to apply this sticker. And you can kind of vibe the folds in it. Like this. And then... God, this sucks. Yes. Okay. I've applied 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 stickers. I am going to follow this guide as best I can. Holy shit. There's a lot of stickers. Big fan of her freaky little sidekick. Yeah, that seemed fun. And then there's like an Xbox Series S Black Edition. There's a controller and headset for Starfield. They didn't make a custom HOTAS for Starfield. I know there was people who were joking about that. And I remember a couple people were joking, and then someone thought that was real, and was like, "How come I can't find any images on this new HOTAS for Starfield?" It's like, because that was a joke that someone made. They were like, "Oh, I didn't get it." It's okay. You don't always have to get jokes. All right, so, oh God, these make my fucking eyes hurt. Oh boy. So this goes like here, and you want to put this like, nope. Nope. This has to go around the hole here. Like that. So it's this here. Okay. So this wants to go here. And then that goes like, nope, it doesn't work right. All right, I'm going to try to get this hole lined up and then figure it out around it. You can probably tell I'm not super enthused with this particular sticker placement. All right. Okay, I think I got it. I mean, I'm just going to do my best. That's all I can do. All I can do is my damnedest. All right. 2 stickers down. Several more to go. 34. I understand how this would be very difficult to do with just plastic, but oof. And then also there's hey, they're gonna make more Cyberpunk, and the trailer made it seem like that this won't be the worst, so that's good. I'm glad there's gonna be more Cyberpunk. And there's more Elder Scrolls Online, which I occasionally forget about, and more Fallout 3, Fallout 3, Fallout 76, which I also occasionally forget about. And there's an expansion for Microsoft Flight Simulator coming out, the Dune expansion, which is weird, and I'm you know what? I'm all here for them getting weird. Keep getting weird with it. I'm all here for that. I think that is a fantastic choice to just get wild and weird with it. Just do very strange decisions. I'm on board for that. Get wild and weird with it. Yes. In the next iteration, yeah. Yes, there's also one coming out next year. All right, so that was 34. Now we can do 35. Yo boy. So I think that we're gonna save Ubisoft and Capcom for Thursday. We'll talk about those two on Thursday. Maybe I'll just go real fast through it. I don't give a shit about Avatar. Never have. Never will. Video games, movies. I watched the first one. Didn't watch the second one. No interest in the game. The idea of a Na'vi with a gun, with like an assault rifle, wearing a t-shirt and camo pants is very funny. And I can't tell if they know it's very funny or not. I have no concept and no understanding if they think that it's very funny what they've done. But it is pretty funny. Prince of Persia looked good. Still looks good. I don't care about Assassin's Creed. I have not cared about Assassin's Creed since like Brotherhood. So that ain't for me. Let me just try to get this next sticker out. Which is going to be here. Let's see. Yeah, and there's another one where, hey, Jade, codename Jade, you can do a lot of customization. That's kind of fun. I don't dislike that. It's kind of neat. That's the mobile game. I thought that was kind of neat. The Crew Motorfest. Look, the Crew Motorfest really does have, you have Forza at home, energy. It does have that. I'm not here to tell you it doesn't have that energy. I don't think that's a bad thing because not everyone's going to be playing Forza. So I think it's okay to have a game for people that aren't going to play Forza, that really want to play The Crew Motorfest. It seemed fine. I'll tell you this. When I heard, I don't get like news ahead of time, right? I don't pay attention to leaks. I don't read anything from a source that is not a game source, an actual person. I heard word that Netflix was going to be doing something with Far Cry. And I was like, that kind of makes sense. And when I hear the words Far Cry, or sorry, Captain Laserhawk, a Blood Dragon remix. Blood Dragon is my favorite thing from the world of Far Cry. Hands down, there is nothing in Far Cry I like more than Blood Dragon. It's very good. I don't think this is going to be very good. It's going to have like a lot of Ubisoft characters in it. I think the trailer is not the best foot forward they could have made. But I really still love Blood Dragon, so they love the world of Blood Dragon, but not enough to make another game. Yes, to not make another standalone in any other Far Cry game that is a sequel or another version of Blood Dragon. But instead, they will license Blood Dragon as a way to make a weird like connect the universes together and have a bunch of characters because they can't sell any singular Ubisoft property, but they can sell like a weird metaverse. I still don't believe X Defiant is real. I still don't believe that X Defiant is real. Sorry. Still don't believe it. I wonder what the sales was for Blood Dragon versus Primal. I think people were just fucking sick as shit by Primal. They were just sick of Far Cry. I don't know. Maybe Primal did well. Primal was an interesting idea of using the map and chasing things up, but maybe people were really into Primal. I don't know. But Blood Dragon was just fucking cool and fun and weird and irreverent. One of the best goofy tutorials I've ever played. Blood Dragon starts with your crew, your crew messing with you and making you do a tutorial, even though you're like their captain. They're like, oh, you gotta do like, they're like, we know you know how to do all this stuff, but just for shits and giggles, you gotta complete this. And that's so fun because you're a badass. You should know how to do the things in the video game, but you don't know it because it's a video game. So instead, they're just like, yeah, we're gonna make you learn. I always thought that was funny. That was funny and fun to do it that way. All right, let's take a pause. Well, let's see. Again, I don't think X Defiant is real. They have launch plans. They're going to do an open session this summer, later this month. I still don't think it's real. Skull and Bones, sure. Skull and Tom Clancy, sure. Weird crossover stuff. There's lots of weird crossover things they're going to be doing. All weird. We're not going to talk about Capcom tonight. We'll talk about Capcom on Thursday. I'll include that in our Thursday conversations. But yeah, as far as Ubisoft is weird because a lot of people in the audience for the Ubisoft thing, one, they had an audience, which is still weird these days to me. But a lot of the audience for the Ubisoft are Ubisoft employees. So it's not even just like diehard fans. It's like people who have been working on the projects you're looking at or people that are like aware of what's going on. It's a big company. But like a lot of that audience is like employees of the company, and that's a fucking weird thing. And also, yes, Athena, Phil Spencer, yes, partners, press people, but also, a wrestler was there for some reason, weird shit. Some of that shit was weird. We'll talk more about manga and anime in a moment here. This is going to be a pause for the cause. This is my opportunity right now, friends, to chat with you about ways you can support the channel because that helps me out a lot and I appreciate it. First and foremost, if you are a subscriber to the old Build with Bear Workshop, you can throw the Bear Cave, the Lego, the Scythe. If you're a tier 2, you get the blue emote in the chat. Lashbrook, not always, because if it's part of E3, they didn't fly out a lot of those people. If it's an E3 presentation, it's not a lot of employees unless they're doing the E3 in the town that the employees work in. They don't fly in or bus in employees for those kind of presentations for that. Generally, they invite Nightmare fanboys to go. Ubisoft is an odd exception where they do fly people in to fill it full of people that they like or bus people in. But yeah, throw the Bear Cave, the Lego, the site, the tier 2 blue emote in the chat. Being a subscriber is the easiest way to support what I do here through cash money, which I appreciate. You can subscribe. We had Lord Crashton do their sub with cash money, which is really nice. You could also use your Prime Gaming token if you have Amazon Prime linked with your Twitch. You get that Prime token. You could use that for me, your friend Pat. Also, you could gift a sub. Somehow, Bobby Dice Roller has gifted 16 subs this month. We are weeks away. We're close. We're getting close to finally getting into my big subathon. I'll be promoting that more this week. Starting to put the word out there. I got to fine tune the thing, but we're already on our way to 86. The Dilk countdown. Yes. The countdown to Mountain Dew and milk. Dilk. Continues. But yeah, you could gift a sub, bits and coins. Harold did some cheer earlier. We appreciate that. Cheering is another way to support what I do here. There are other ways outside of the Twitch ecosystem if you are so interested in doing that. Like, hey, what if you hopped over to my Patreon at patreon.com/PatBear? There's a $1, $3, $5, and $10 tier. There are different rewards for the different tiers. Consider joining my Patreon. See if there's something there that you like. Also, hey, for free, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And then think about maybe becoming a member over at youtube.com/PatBear. I post videos all the time up there. Lots of fun stuff. You should take a look at my YouTube channel. And maybe subscribe. And then if you don't want to support me on a monthly basis, which all those three are options, the ways to support me monthly, you could always just do a one-time donation through Ko-fi or Stream Elements or PayPal. Everything I make through direct donations, YouTube, which includes AdSense, so please watch my videos. It will help me. Or Patreon or Twitch, all goes into a fund, and I buy model kits with that. IGN had a sale. The IGN store had some model kits on sale. And I went in and I bought Rengoku here in Cinderace. I bought those two kits together. I was more than happy to do that, to go in and pick up both these kits. And I did that because there was funds available for me, which is lovely. And I appreciate that very much. That there was the money was out there for me to be able to do a silly fun thing like make some model kits. Now, again, I take money out of that. Everything goes back into me buying kits. There's a way to bypass that. Like I said earlier, my birthday's coming up. If you want to celebrate my birthday with a gift, an optional gift that obviously you do not have to do, but if you would like to do, you could go to my Amazon wish list and decide what I build next. That's right. You find something there, buy it. It'll come to me in the mail. I'll make a dedicated YouTube video about the thing you purchased, and then I'll build it on stream. I recently added some new stuff, like yesterday. I've got some Lego that I just added there, and I added an SD kit. The Witch from Mercury Gundam Ariel, the Ariel SD. I have not made that. That's one of the only Ariels I haven't built. I'm probably never going to get that master grade, or it'll be a long time. I also included, I don't know who Mold King is, but Mold King is a Lego knockoff, and they made an AE86 from Initial D. They made the Panda, the two-tone, complete with like either stickers or decals or the parts to like do the tofu sign on the side of the car. They also sell like a case separately. I was like, I have no idea if this is going to be good. It is rated fairly highly with only 214 reviews though. But I don't fucking know. Make me work on a not Lego thing and build a fucking the Initial D, the car from Initial D. I don't know. I think that'd be fun. I like having some weird options on the list. We got model kits, of course, inexpensive kits, expensive kits, kits that are never on sale, kits that are reasonably priced, and some gear at the bottom. A bunch of different things. Again, you are not inclined. You don't have to do any of this. Mold King seems to make a lot of cars that are famous and license a bunch of stuff, which is a fun idea. I don't know. I added that. I thought that would be neat. I have a throne wish list. That's my Amazon alternative because a lot of people don't want to use Amazon, and I fucking hear you. It's nice to have alternatives. I like the work they do over there. And then USA Gundam Store. You can go to USA Gundam Store, buy a gift card. You get an email with a gift card code. Then send me a whisper here on Twitch. Or, until you can't, send me a DM on Twitter. Or I guess you could say, you could tweet me and say, hey, I want to send you a gift card code. And then I will follow you back so you can send me a gift card code. Awful. I guess. But whatever. That's another alternative. This only happened a couple times, but it's nice that people do that. Other ways you can support here. If you want to support me without spending any money, join my Discord. My Discord rules. We would love to have you hang out in the old Discord. That would be nice. A couple of video links for you to check out. Pat Bear's Anime Club. I put last Monday, I put a new episode up, so next week there'll be another one. This episode is me trying to tell you about 4 very cute shows this season. Because this season has a lot of action, has a lot of violence, a lot of like sadness. It also has some shows that fucking just whip ass and are very cool and cute as hell. So I talked about some cute ones. And then Barely Rehearsed is an ongoing video series where every week I do my best to write and then perform a character piece where I have, of course, memorized it to a certain degree. At the very least, I have rehearsed it a couple times. This is the ad read, is me reading an ad for a podcast and doing like a sponsored read. And it's all the side effects for a drug. And that was very fun. I like doing list sketches, and some of those are real, and some of them are not real, and it's fun. The one that I have that's coming out for $5 and $10 patrons tomorrow, and $2 backers of the members of my YouTube. Holy shit! I'm doing 2 bangers back to back. I think this one's going to be really good. It's a different kind of joke, but I really like it. It's a premise that I've been thinking about doing for a while. It required like 2 different video setups to record it, which is fun. I don't know. I'm teasing it. You'll be able to see it on Wednesday if you don't back me in any of those platforms, and that's okay, or at those levels. But I think it's good, and I hope you'll check it out. I am going to talk to you about some anime, and then I will end with some manga talk. So we'll get into anime first and do manga second. I do also need to drink some water. That is important to do. So I'm going to drink a little water, and then we're going to continue working on Rengoku. And we will start by talking about some anime and getting some sadness going in our hearts. But first, drink some water. And I'm going to do that. Dramatically transition to the overhead right now. All right. So let's get the lower body together here, and then of course, if you were like Pat, there's probably no stickers on this kit. There's one sticker on the belt, but we had this together. We have to talk about Mobile Suit Gundam: The Witcher Mercury Season 2, Episode 9 of 12. So this is going to go pretty much the full season here, length, because there was a break and it started a little later. So this was episode 9 of 12, as I said. This is post the last episode with all the action and death and betrayals and all of that. It starts off and you're like, okay, so this is the breathing episode, right? Spoilers, it's not the breathing episode. It does kind of start like that, where it's like, oh, okay, this is good. We're gonna catch our breath a little bit here, right? A little bit. Not really. There's not really time to catch your breath. Okay, so I just realized I don't know Which is the front and which is the back? Holy shit, I really don't know. Oh, this is the front. Okay. This is the front and this is the back. Also, it'll probably only go in one way, so. Oh, no. Okay, then this is the front. Yeah, that makes sense. Yes, the point's up there. Okay. Our dude doesn't really have much of an ass in his uniform, so it's a little difficult for me to immediately pinpoint where was the back of this dude's, what's the front and what's the back. All right, so also the belt probably only fits one way, so that would also make sense. Okay, so yeah, Shattuck is in custody. Mjolnir has become the new president of the group. Oh boy, it was mostly very much people getting things set up at the start, but then the elusive, yes. Yeah, I mean, like, things started fucking happening in this, towards the end there. Hey, you know the thing I've been saying this whole time, that obviously none of you were like, Pat, you don't know what you're talking about. There's no way the thing you're thinking is actually true. Everything's going to work out. I know none of you were saying that shit, but holy shit, Quiet Zero is bad. Hey, surprise, Quiet Zero is bad, y'all. It was a bad thing this whole time. But anyway, Peel Technology is publicly leaking, like, hey, all these things are happening. There are a lot of crimes committed. And the Space Assembly is just like, all right, now we can start trying to disband this shit. Which obviously was not Mjolnir's plan. That was not within her interpretations of what was going to happen. So she is kind of struggling to make that work. And this is once again, Mjolnir is in over her fucking head, which makes sense because she is a child. It would make sense that she would be in over her head in all of these shenanigans. Okay, so then this is going to go... okay. I did this wrong. Great. Goes like that. And then this is going to go... No, that's not right. There we go. Now I got it on there. And then I got to put a sticker on this belt. I'll put the belt on first, then we'll put the sticker on. So yeah, and like I said, Mjolnir is tough to respond. There's a dude, Sirius is like, hey, you could just blame me for all this. She doesn't want to do that. And then Prospera is just like, okay, Quiet Zero is ready. And then a bunch of fucking people die. And ships get destroyed. The space leak just gets fucking the shit kicked out of it. The drones are now in charge, like the Gundam stuff that was controlling little free flow drones are now controlling mobile suits. And it's a mother and daughter team that are just making the universe in their image and fucking going for it. And it's a goddamn nightmare. And then Mjolnir is like blaming herself. And she was certainly involved in this shit. But like at a certain point, it's like, okay, well, yeah, you're definitely partially responsible for all of this. But like, you're not really the person behind all this. You did get used and you should figure out how to make things right. But like, shit was never going to be great, girl. Like, it was never going to be awesome. It was always going to be pretty fucked up. I'm going to put our cape on here. We're going to make this thing look dope as hell while we continue to talk about anime here. Holy shit, this rules. This does look really cool, though. It does look very cool. But we gotta make more legs and feet here. Uh, yes, totally Doodles. Um, Earth House is helping survivors, and then Guston shows up and Belmoria, and they're like, hey, we'd love for you to try to reason with your mom. And then our girl Soletta has to like be like, no, she doesn't love me. I'm not her daughter. It wouldn't work. There's no reasoning with her. That's not a thing that's gonna happen. Like, it's just not gonna happen. Which is just like fucked and heartbreaking. It's just like a really rotten scene. It's like a lot of rotten business. And they're like, okay. Everybody took everyone was just like, but here's the thing. If you know Soletta, you can like kind of understand, like, you're like, okay, this is not you misreading things. And also, like, once they understand a little bit, it does, like, you ever like learn one thing about a person's life that like one fun fact, quote unquote fun fact about somebody that completely opens up your understanding of that person, that like clicks everything into place. Like, for a lot of them, must have been like, so that's why you're like this. Okay, you know what? Sure. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, all right. Um uh and they're like, okay, well, how about we give you a Gundam that we recovered, the Caliburn. How about you take that Gundam and you go do your thing? And also, there's no safeties in it, so, you know, use at your own risk. But she's just like, you know what? Yeah, all right, sure. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get in a Gundam that's not my Gundam, and I'm gonna make things happen, which is like a lot. We just had this for 21 years. I mean, the reason why they've had it is because it didn't have the safeties, so they were just holding it. I don't know. They were studying it, Lastbrook. They were trying to figure out what was going on. Who knows? I'm not the most concerned about the fact that they're like, why do you have this? You know, like, sure, it's necessary for the plot. I'd rather have this than like a mystery character we haven't met before shows up just randomly and is just like, I knew your father. Here's my Gundam. Like, I'm much more like, yeah, we've had this for a while. We just like kept it because it's kind of fucked up. We didn't really have anybody that could pilot it. Like, I'd rather have that than the mysterious appearance of a character, you know, and then people would watch the prologue and be like, I think it's that guy from the prologue, and it's like, it's not. They just made him up. All right, so that's that flame there. That's 17, and then I need 20. This one's and then also there's like some Earth House are like, we're going too. We're gonna help, which is like, oh cool. More characters that I kind of like are gonna fucking die. Of course they are. If they'd stayed at Earth House, if they stayed there at the school, less of them would be dying, but okay. Funny you mentioned the father. I think the suit is his. We didn't see the suit destroyed in the prologue, but it must have fried him like other pilots. I mean, Doodles, that's definitely a theory that mysteriously they say they managed to recover this one suit, and they have this one suit, and it turns out to be his suit, and then his spirit is in there. Like, that's certainly possible. I don't know if it is, but it's possible. These stickers do not want to go on great. These flame stickers have a little too much bend. They don't have a lot of bend in them. So they don't really want to go on in a way that feels good. So that's fun. But I did get them on. If you like applying stickers to a kit that looks cool, this might be the thing for you. All right, and then I got to find 18 and 19 have to go on here in such a way that makes sense. So let me do that. And then also, Lauda is probably going to fucking be a problem in the next couple episodes because she has decided that Mjorne is the reason for all of the things going wrong for her. I mean, John, it's going to be fucked. Also, hi, John. I mean, it's a Gundam series. They don't end great. Even the ones that, like, the Gundam series that are a little light can end kind of nice. The ones that are not light don't end suddenly, like, really fun. Lauda is a guy. You're right. It's Lauda. I wrote down she here, and I didn't write Lauda's name down. But yes, you're right. You are correct. I wrote the wrong thing down here. Dog Snoopy says, hello there, man. It's been a while since I was here. How are you? And hello, chat. Well, I just got home from basketball competition, and we won. Hell yeah. Congratulations, the dog. I'm glad you won. All right, so I am going to talk to you. Yeah, we've got 3 more episodes of Witch from Mercury, and it's going to get sadder before it gets less sad, until it ultimately might not be as sad, but it's definitely going to be sad. It's going to be a rough one. I should have put these on first so that way I knew, so there wasn't red showing. So that's good for the other leg. I will put the bottom of the flames on first and try to line them up better, because this isn't going to look particularly great. It's fine. Before I do the other leg, because this is like late in the stream, I'm going to do the foot, which only has it only has 3 stickers. I realize there's a tiny sticker that goes on the bottom of it. God damn it. Again, I do think this is fucking cool, but it is frustrating a little bit. I'm going to talk to you about the Aristocrats' Otherworldly Adventure. Serving gods go too far. This is very funny. So, Kine already can contract with monsters. This is a monster contract class. Kine already can do that. He already has 2 summoned beasts, basically. He could just do that, but he wants to do it in class. He wants to summon one for the first time like everybody else. And Kine's instructor is just like, yeah, you know what? You should try. He shouldn't do that. Because, of course, our boy Kine, who is incredibly strong and powerful, summons one of the scariest things possible. If you're like, what would be the worst thing for someone to summon? You're right. It's Seth, the Prince of Hell. He summoned a demon lord, y'all. And then Kine is just like, oh shit. But then Seth's just like, who summoned me? What's going on? What's happening here? Oh, is it... Wait, why is this guy so strong? Fuck. And he's just like, hey, please don't destroy me. Please don't destroy everyone I know. Please let me serve you. This is unbelievable. How are you so strong? So Kine now has a summoned contract with Seth from Hell, the Prince of Hell. And then, of course, the king is just like, what the fuck are you talking about? What happened? Oh, God damn it. God damn it, Kine. And he's like, okay, I want to see your full magic status. You've been hiding stuff from us. We know how strong you are. I want to see all of it. And that reveals that, hey, our boy Kine is now currently a demigod. And his magic capacity is... I wrote this down. Your magic capacity is immeasurable with a capital I. Like the subtitle included a capital I, which I think is very funny. So everyone's just like, and this is what my favorite thing is when anytime Kind gets really strong and grows, and they realize how strong he's gotten, the king just like does whatever he can to appease Kind, but also keep him involved in the country. And so he's like, okay, I'm going to make you a viscount. I'm going to give you a village to manage. And then you do that. You do your new area well. You bring them back from the troubles they're in. You take care of that shit, and boom, you've got yourself I'll announce your engagement to the princess and to Silk. And he's like, sure, that sounds good. To Celestia and Silk, and he's like, okay, yeah. And then the other one with the elf they'll announce later. And he's like, great, that sounds good. Because he's like, I don't fucking know what to do here. Meanwhile, obviously, Kind is getting strong to take on the evil god Eren. That evil god, a piece of that evil god has been making monsters go out of control in the forest. And Kind is trying to figure out why and doesn't know. And then Seth, of course, by making a contract with Seth, now he has control of all the people that Seth has control of, which in this case is one of the four heavenly kings, Dalmatia, and they're just like, Eren is sending thousands of monsters to rampage in the kingdom. And then Kind, Seth, and Dalmatia are going to attack the piece of Eren that is in the cave. That, of course, we remember from the previous episode. You may remember, I do. That Kind rampaging in the forest because he was annoyed is the reason why this little piece of Eren got free. So it is Kind's responsibility. And then Kind's friends, the adventurers, are going to protect the city while he goes and tries to take care of the swords. That's episode 12. So we're not going to see, Kind doing some management of the city that he's taking over. We're not going to see Kind meet the Saintess, who you can already guess how she feels about Kind immediately after meeting him, like what her vibes are, the vibes she's putting out when it comes to that dude. You could probably imagine. But we're going to see like this piece of Eren be defeated. The manga is still continuing. It is an ongoing. I am still enjoying it. I read it pretty consistently on a monthly basis. And it's still a fine thing. I'm looking forward to the end of this because I think this has been a fine interpretation of the our adaptation of the manga. I haven't read the light novel, so I can't tell you if it's good off that. But it's a good version as someone that has read the manga. Speaking of manga, in the time we have left, because we are going to complete this kit tonight because there's not much left to do, let me tell you about my S-rank party fired me for being a crucifier. I can only make cursed items, but they're artifact class. This is not an isekai. None of this is an isekai. This is, however, a overpowered main character whose party did not understand how good they had it, and they occasionally have moments of clarity, but then are like, no. And there's a reasonable understanding of why. So, our dude, no combat. He ends up being pretty good at combat, really. But in the party, they didn't think he was good for anything except accessories and doing support magic. And so they were like, we don't need him. We're an S-rank party. The reason they're S-rank is because he was giving them buffs constantly. They are just mediocre at best without him. And also, he makes cursed items. Sure. Yes, Doodles, this is another kicked subgenre. The kicked banished. It is very popular in both isekai and not isekai. This is one of those. And in this case, our dude, like, it makes sense, right? Oh, he's got these cursed things. He's weak. they don't recognize that they've only gotten strong. Because they gotten strong gradually. As he got stronger, they got stronger. But they don't recognize that. They only see it themselves as being strong and him not getting any stronger. And they can't see it. Because the thing he can do is remove curses. So he can make really effective items, and then he can dispel the curse from the item, therefore making them incredibly overpowered. He also really understands monsters, which we learn later. But they kick him out, and he's just like, okay, well, he starts selling items. And the thing with, there's always this push and pull, right? Why is this main guy not understand how good he is? Why doesn't he get how powerful he is? In this case, he's a weirdo. Like, he loves cursed items. He loves the aesthetic of weirdness. So, like, if he was just, like, quote unquote normal, he would understand, oh, the things people want are powerful items. I shouldn't call them cursed items. I should say that I have cured the curse on them. And then he's like, yeah, I throw in these dispels. Like, he should be focusing on selling his dispel charms, which you normally have to go to a church for, but he can do. Like, he should focus on that. He's a bad business person. He does sell a cursed item to a princess, which renders her safe when she is there's an assassination attempt. And so they want to find this guy to say thank you. The princess also appreciates the weirdness of this dude, may have a crush on him. That's besides the point. That's a separate little thing. Of course she would have a crush on him. Why wouldn't she? So they're going to look, so now there's a manhunt for him. And of course, because there's a manhunt, which he learns about, he's like, I got to leave town. He goes to leave town with a friend of his, who is the voice of reason in the show. She understands that he is a weirdo. She has moments where she doesn't like what's going on, but she's also looking out for him. And by the time I've hit I think I've read chapter 12 here, we're at the point now where they're in a new place. They're doing well there, but there's a weirdness with the guild master. There's some weirdness with his old party, and you're like, okay, so has the old party, like, they've had their comeuppance in that, like, there are a couple chapters dedicated to them just getting, like, constantly beat up because they're not as strong, but also because they know him in the search, they're going to help out in the search for him. They don't understand, like, they think, like, the princess tries to make it clear, I really want to see him, and they're like, we get you, you want us to take care of him. She's like, no, that's not what she wants. But also, they're not going to be strong enough to, like, hurt him at all. Because he's very strong. I would say that if you like these kicked, you like these, like, nice main character who has just been trying their best, who is now in a position to, like, finally do something with their lives and, you know, has always been willing to help people. And you like them a little goofy. Like I said, he's like got silly thoughts that don't really mesh with commonality, but it's fun. And he's a good guy. So I do think it is worth taking a look at. That is, of course, my S-rank fired me. My S-rank party fired me for being a crucifier. I can only make cursed items, but they're artifact class. It is a fun take on this style of story, and I think it's pretty good. So I would recommend that. As we get close to the end of the anime season, but there'll be a little bit of time where, like, next week will be the last of the Aristocrats' Otherworldly Adventure. And there'll be a time where new shows haven't started yet. And what do I do during that? Well, of course, that's when I talk about a lot of manga and anime that I have been reading, because there's always, I'm reading a bunch of manhwa, not reading anime, manhwa and manga that I have been checking out. And occasionally a manhwa, but manhwa is the Chinese stories I read the least of. because there just aren't a bunch that I'm super into, traditionally. There are a few, but not a ton. All right, we're done. I'm going to guess I panel line this a little bit. We got a little bit of time. I'm going to see if there's anything I want to panel line. I don't know if I want to do the feet here. I guess I'll panel line a little bit of the belt. That might be nice. So I'll say, during this time, if you have anything you'd like to chat with me about that you've been, video games you've been playing, if you've been checking out any demos, like I said, I think Thursday we'll talk a bunch about demos. We'll talk about Capcom and some demos. So if there's anything that you've been playing that you want to chat about with me now, regular video games, you playing Street Fighter, you playing any Diablo, I'm a big weird mess of playing a lot of Hearthstone games. I've been playing or not Hearthstone games, Blizzard games, both Hearthstone and Diablo. I am in my I just hit 34. I'm level 34 in Diablo 4. So I'm having a good time with my Necromancer. I've got a build with my Necromancer that I think is pretty strong. I've been having some good luck with it. So that has been nice. Ghost Valve's been playing Brotato, which is, Ghost Valve, that's a weird choice, my friend. You said, like, for some reason. Yeah, that's a weird reason. But sure, go for it. I hope you're having fun with it. Lashbrook wants to check out that Ghost Trick demo. Never played that game. Ghost Trick rules. We'll talk more about that on Thursday. But yeah, play the demo. Missile is a good dog. Missile is an incredibly good dog. Rest in peace, the real Missile that Missile is based on. Missile is an incredibly good dog. And Ghost Trick is a very fun game that you should get into. Aristophan is deep in Diablo 4. Reached level 50. Wow, working on trying to unlock World Tier 3. I downloaded the Final Fantasy 16 demo. We'll try that later. Nice. Harold, who's still hanging out with us. Thanks, Harold. Appreciate you being here. This is late for you, so thanks for hanging out on a Monday. I'm playing Street Fighter 5. I picked up on Steam while it was on sale. Hell yeah. I mean, you would think like this is a great time to get into a game. They put out a lot of updates for that, right? It's school's out. Of course it is, Harold. Of course school is out. Well, thank you for spending your Monday with me. Lord Crashington downloaded a bunch of demos. Haven't played any of them yet. Hell yeah, same thing. I've downloaded a few. Haven't checked any of them out. And John agrees with me that Ghost Trick rules. It does. It rules real hard. I love that they're putting Ghost Trick out. I want more people to be able to play it because that game is lovely. All right, I think I have panel lined all the parts of this kit that need panel lines. It was literally just the belt, and the belt does look better with a little bit of gray on there. It actually does honestly look cool. I guess I could do a little bit here on the hand here. Or the sword. Come on. I guess I'll just do this. I should have done this before. I was looking at my Steam library for things to put on my Steam Deck, and I fell back into Evo Land, a cool little action Zelda like. Ooh, I don't know if I know Evo Land, but cool. I do like Zelda. And Zelda legs are fun. All right, why can't I get this sword out? I've got to separate this piece of the hand here. Great, I did that. Now that should pop out. Great. Yeah, I just want to hit this, the hilt here. I think that'll kind of spruce it up a little bit. And then I'm going to do a poll tomorrow. My $10 patrons will vote on what I build next. I'll grab something from my backlog, and they will be able to figure that out about what I build in the next stream. Because we'll start something new, because we've finished this up. I didn't know. I thought maybe this would go into the next stream because it had so many stickers, but we managed to finish it up here. I would say if you have the patience to do a lot of sticker work, this kit looks great. It turns out really well. I think the cape is beautiful. I only screwed up one sticker, which is great. Take your time with it. It would probably be better if you don't have if you're not doing it on a stream while trying to talk about a bunch of other things. But yeah, I think this kit looks really phenomenal. The hair hurts just a little bit, which is nice. It's good, nice and spiky. Um, it doesn't. It does not have. It is not posable. The legs move. The feet move a little bit. The arm does not move much at all. So this is the pose. Some action figure model kits allow you to pose it a little bit more. This one has very little posing. It's much more of an action figure like that than. But it does look rad. Oh yes, it is excellent. This is from Demon Slayer, Lord Christian. Yes, stickers are not your jam. I totally understand. This is so this is a Kyojuro Rengoku. He shows up late into the first season of Demon Slayer. The Mugen Train. He is a huge part of that. No spoilers for this guy. But yes, this cape fucking kicks ass, and like I knew it would. It does rely heavily on stickers, which is a shame. But also, at a certain point, you just buy it. You just buy the action figure, right? I'm sure there are statues of this guy that are really detailed. They're not going to be as cheap as a model kit, but they're going to look fucking phenomenal. And also, we worked so hard on this back here, and you'll never see it because I will never have it on its back. But it's good to do it. I'm going to get some good photos of this after the stream is over. Yeah. I guess what I could do is, you know what I could do here? Oh, I should say that my next stream, which will be tomorrow, we're going back to Sunshine Shuffle. Maybe you missed that stream. It is the cute animal poker game. We're playing limited poker. And hearing some stories. There's some ska music that plays in the background. It's very cute and fun. Let me see if I can show you some photos of stuff that I have. Let's see. Control. What do I have? Yeah. What's in my backlog? My backlog is not many things. That if I enter, will come up here. All right. They're going to be incredibly tiny photos. That's not what I want to do here. Okay. Well, we can still do it. All right. It turns out my source photo for this is bad. So let's go here. Great. So this is one of the things I have available here. Again, I'm going to have to get a more high quality photo, which is great to know. This is the 3-in-1. It's a motorcycle, vintage motorcycle, and it has like a drag car and then like a different kind of futuristic motorcycle, which is fun. I've got the Amidas Haryukin, which is like a support mobile suit from Iron Blooded Orphans. The Barbatos 6 form from Iron Blooded Orphans, and the MK2 AUG. Those are the 4 kits in my backlog. My backlog right now is 4 mobile suits and 3 and 1 Lego set. It is the weakest my backlog has ever been. If I was not a streamer who built model kits, it'd be incredible that I only had a few left. I'd be like celebrating the fact that I'd gotten so close. I have 2 kits coming in July, and I have 1 kit coming in September. This is the least I've ever had as far as model kit goes. I'm going to be buying some. I'm waiting for a payout here from Twitch. My Twitch payout is coming soon. And it's a good one because we've had a very good month. The last, 30 days since the last time I got a payout has been really strong. So I'm going to be able to buy several kits for that money, which is great. With that money, I should say, not from that money. So I'll be able to do that. I'm also expecting to get some money for a job pretty recently that came in. Jeff says, can we get the list one more time? Yeah, sure. Which I appreciate. That's my Amazon wish list. There's some inexpensive Lego, some inexpensive model kits, all the way to like, no one's going to buy me this kit, but I'm putting it on here because it would be fucking neat if someone did. That kind of thing, right? And again, those get priority. I'll be doing a poll to decide what I build on Thursday, But then, like, when it's time for me to build the next thing, if something was bought for my wish list, that jumps in priority. No pressure on that. But it is nice. We are going to raid. That is how we end every stream around here. We're going to find someone doing some cool shit out there and go and give them some love. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me tonight as I finished up Rengoku. Again, I didn't know if we necessarily were going to finish that up tonight, but we did. So there'll be something fresh on Thursday, either a new Lego set. I'm just going to put all 4 for a poll, and we'll see what people want me to build. We raid Mary Kish on Mondays. Mary streams on Monday. She had a long weekend, I'm sure, because she was there for some of the Summer Game Fest shenanigans. So I'm sure she's tired, but she's still playing. Oh, and she's playing Tears of the Kingdom. That's rad. Mary usually plays really tiny indie titles, but she's getting in some Zelda, and that's awesome. She deserves it. So we're going to go hang out with Mary. We always end with a raid, as John says. So feel free to come along this raid. If you haven't checked out a Mary Kish stream before, Mary is lovely, and her community is lovely. And we're happy to go and give her a raid. I always try to raid her on Mondays because I know it's going to be a good time. Also, I know she'll be streaming for a little while longer than me. So thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Hope you have a great rest of your night. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me. Come back tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern for more poker with Sunshine Shuffle. And then on Thursday for a new model kit or Lego set. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, 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 goodbye.